To the shed, everybody. As you can see, it's a bit colder in here than what it was last time. It's probably going to look like I am a jeweler for the majority of this video until that heater gets, you can show them the heater, until that gets up to heat, but that'll be a little bit. Don't get that close to it, Brandon.
I won't.
Brandon's back, and today we're going to be restoring, I shouldn't say today, this is the start of the project. This is probably going to go on for a while. So at the time of this recording, I'm going to say it's probably about a month before its actual upload date. This is a gate piece. It was a insignia, a little crest on a gate that we found somewhere. We took it off and thought that'll be nice to restore. But as you can see, it's a little bit rustier than the things I usually deal with in the shed. I usually deal with stuff like this, where it's just kind of a thin layer. This is literal years of staying out in the woods. So today I thought I'm going to try something I've wanted to try for a while, and I never realized how cheap it was. I never knew vinegar was as cheap as it is, so we're going to give this thing a vinegar wash. Now Brandon and I have looked up the freezing point of vinegar, and I think we're going to just have a solid chunk instead of actual liquid vinegar if I leave it out here. So that will be sorted out somehow. But other than that, this is just the first clip. So what we're going to do here is just put some vinegar in some kind of container. I might use this. I don't know what's in here, to be honest with you. Oh, it's assorted parts.
There's not many. You could
Ooh,
leave them out.
that's... Where's my carb cleaner?
What does it smell like?
It's this gum cutter. Carb cleaner.
Nice.
That's what I sprayed in there a while ago. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dump those into something else, or probably just throw them out, because they seem kind of useless. These, yeah, those are probably still good. But the rest of this, I'd say this is the only piece worth anything, and it has grease in it everywhere. So we're just going to dump those out, and I'll give that a quick rinse. Okay, so what we have here is the piece in the container. Now, of course, if you're doing this at home, you don't have to use a Belgian custard cream mini eclair container. This is just what I have on hand and what fits this. So we've already opened up the vinegar, and now what we're going to do is we're just going to pour her in. You want to make it so that it gives it a solid layer. I should have probably used a smaller container, but here's what else you can do. You can put a little bit of salt with your vinegar, and that will, I'm not really sure the exact chemistry behind it. I've seen it somewhere else. If you put salt with it, it will increase its acidity a little bit, and that will make it go a little bit faster. This will probably be left here, I don't feel like checking on this, so about for a week, I'm going to say. So I'm going to run inside, get the salt real quick, and then I'll sprinkle some in there, mix it around, and maybe find a smaller container, because I'm not liking the amount of vinegar I needed for that. So what I have here is the finest salt money can buy. You don't have to use the Dog Goggles brand of salt, as I do, but of course, well, like I said, it's the best kind of salt. So we're just going to give it a liberal sprinkling.
It's more of a dumping than a sprinkling.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. And yeah, sure. We'll take this out of there for right now, put it on the lid you're going to use, and then we're just going to, we're going to mix the salt in with the vinegar. I should probably use something different than this knife.
A cleaver.
Let's use, no. That, I also have to remove the rust off of that, but that's another project. We will use this ruler, because it too has rust, so hopefully this would get some of the rust off of it.
Good.
Mix it around. Quality content here in the Sheetz shed. Vinegar salt mixing. We're making a mess, but that's okay. All right. Now all we have to do is just put our I'm going to say the harder rust on it is back there probably, but the details are here. So I'm thinking how I should lay that. I think that'll be fine. Right there like that. Let me get maybe a rag. And
So what's the end goal of the restoration?
the
of
end
this
goal
gate
is to have something that looks nice. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with it or where we're going to put it.
Plan on repainting it, right?
Yeah, we'll repaint it. And like I said, from there, I don't really know what I'm going to do with it. It could just become some more decoration for the shed. Or it could just become another thing that gets thrown on the wall and forgotten about. Anyways, like I said, this is going to be like a month uploaded afterwards, so now we get to wait for a week. I might do periodic checks on it. You might see pictures of it a day in, 2 days in, all that. But knowing me, I'll probably forget.
So we can do a time lapse.
That's a bit long for a time lapse. But yeah, we will put that right there.
Little wings, can you make the flight? The rain is getting heavy with the storm tonight. So far from home, the ocean close below. Will you make the morning light? Oh, little wings in flight. Oh, the path you weave is most certain to achieve the everlasting will of little wings in flight.
Hold on, I'm chewing. Hey, these were kosher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Amelia would like them.
All right, welcome back. It has been a week since we first put the gate piece in here. Are
Wait,
we
you're
ready?
wearing a different shirt from last week, right?
I think.
Okay, well, we'll have to look back later because they might not believe you.
I think I am.
All right.
I'm not 100% sure though. Okay. Ready for the unveiling. Get a little bit closer, why don't? Wow, it turned yellow, probably because that dripped in.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
So the many of you may not have known this, but it froze after the first night of being in the shed. So I had to bring it inside, and my father loves eclairs, so I had to make this note that said not eclairs. But then he said it was stinking up the kitchen, so we moved it to our garage and just kind of left the note on the inside for some reason. So that's been sitting there for a while. Are we ready to fish that out? Let me get, should we use big needle nose or small needle nose?
Gonna need a big one.
You're right, we're gonna need a big one. Get our towel ready. I'll double that up. All right, here we go. Get ready for the rust to just fall off. Wow.
Wow.
There's a hair that wasn't there the first time.
Looks the same as it did before.
It really does. The bottom doesn't look much different. So we'll let that dry a little bit. What if we? Well,
We're gonna need to wire brush it.
yeah, that's why I have the wire brush in the drill press already. So I think that's what we're gonna do next. I think I might let it dry a little bit. Then we will go do that.
Here I sit with a cigarette burning, all alone, and you're not here. All by myself and no one to talk to. Thinking about you, Bill, it's all I can do.
Well, I'll tell you what. This whole thing turned out a lot better than I ever would have guessed. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? You can now clearly read it and see that it actually does say the Stewart Ironworks Company in Cincinnati, Ohio. How about that? The only part I couldn't really get with the wire wheel is back in here with these prongs. It's a little rusty under them still, and inside of them I couldn't really get to. But I can probably go in there with a Dremel or something and a little wire wheel and get that out. Oh, now what do we do with it? That's the question.
Decorate it.
We could
We have paint.
put a coat of, I don't know, I kind of like the metal look of it. If we just like go over the letters in a white or something, that'd be interesting. All right, well, we're going to decide on that, and then that's what you'll see. What? What?
Is this foil from the Chinese?
Yes,
Oh, I thought they had the plastic ones.
that is the plastic ones.
No, it's foil.
What did I do with the plastic ones then? They're somewhere.
Throw it away.
No, I want the foil one out here. Just toss it on the deck. Did you go? Oh, okay, well. Welcome back. You missed the debate where we decided to just clear coat it and call it done because I think that looks pretty good. So now we get to shake. It says shake for 2 minutes, and I just did about a minute, I think. So we'll shake for another minute. Okay, we're done. Now we're done. So now we're just gonna go ahead and
All right.
hit it. It's probably the worst can of spray paint I've ever used. Did you see how it was like cutting out sometimes?
Yeah.
It was terrible. So that's the first coat. We're gonna let that dry. And since this is probably gonna be a boring part, insert the pictures or the slow-mo shots of spray painting something earlier.
If silence is a spoken word, and your eyes could tell a story, this gray day's all inside. Please tell me a story. The leaves have all gone brown, and I don't know where to turn. This love we have inside can see us through the stormy night. It is no use to hide. I'm locked up inside, please move me. Can you show me some brighter day? As the light begins to shine, we can feel the love we have is real. And today is the start of something new. As we walk hand in hand, the sun is breaking through. And now it's clear. Yes, it's clear. Do you know what happened to that finer day? Do you know what happened? Can we find our way? The feeling we thought we had is lost. In a sea of stormy emotions we are tossed.
Okay, second try. First time I wasn't recording. Great. So, end product right here. Beautifully stunning. Look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just a clear coat on the front, clear coat on the back. Made sure we sealed in the sides. That way, you know, no rust happens. The prongs in the back did unfortunately snap off during a process, so those are no longer there, but that makes it, it sits a lot nicer against things and flat. It's really cold in the shed right now, so that's why I'm doing this fast, because like I said, second time I did it, first time I didn't hit record, because why would I think to do that? Ugh. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends if they're into this kind of thing. You know, more content like this coming in the future. Hopefully, yeah, it will come. Don't worry. So, yeah. I'll see you all in the next video.